Hey guys, Mikey here at Chilling After Work. I'm just outside, hanging. It's pretty nice outside right now, raining and everything. But I just wanted to make this video to kind of share with y'all my philosophical concept about the world and the universe we live in. This is something I've discovered in my own time and spiritual journey as well through this universe. It's called mental cyclism, and this applies to everything in your daily life, from you were born, the day you were conceived, the energy that you share to this world, your aura. Everything is connected to mental cyclism. For a breakdown, I'm going to give you a little bit of an idea of what mental cyclism is. For this is the external and internal observations about the systemic systems and cycles of the universe. These are my own observations, not fiction nor fact, just what is. To perceive mental cyclism, one cannot just do this externally nor internally. It is the realization and the understanding that the universe, no matter what situation may occur, perpetually spins on a cycle. The concept that life will always follow these systemic cycles, in which explain the different particulates of the universe, are ever entwined. To go against is to go against the basic nature of the universe. So to give you a little bit what this means is, if you think of everything in your life, it always follows a cycle, no matter what it is. You growing up, you having a family, you getting a job, and you get stuck into these different cycles throughout your life. You getting addicted to something, you getting addicted to gambling, losing your money, you getting addicted to the feel of pain, anything like that. You getting addicted to getting money. You always will chase this cycle because it becomes entwined into you. It becomes your cycle. It becomes what you and the universe are following at this moment, because everything is following a certain cycle. So in mental cyclism, there's 3 postulates, and this is the 3 steps basically to understanding and in which you can break the cycles that are controlling your life. It's the perpetual movement or motion, whichever one you want to call it, sensible entrapment, and the hidden truth. So for perpetual motion states, for no matter can be created nor destroyed. Therefore, no cycle can be started nor stopped. It is forever going. As if matter cannot be created nor destroyed, then every cycle is an ever-going cycle that will never end. It will never end unless you realize that. You have to realize the cycle. That's the thing. If you don't realize the cycle is in your life, then they will forever go. They will never stop. Ever and ever and ever and ever until you die on this earth. You will always follow that cycle because you never noticed it. But the universe runs on these cycles. Karmatic energy, love, lust, fear, happiness. These are all cycles. That's why you will see sometimes in your life you become obsessed in one cycle, because you are fulfilling a certain part of the universe, giving your energy to that, because there always has to be that happening, that cycle happening, for there to be the universe running coherently as one. So, and you're thinking like, okay, this is a lot with the physical realm that we are in right now, which leads to sensible entrapment. What does sensible mean? There's a lot of different meanings for sensible, but in archaic, and one of the definitions for sensible is a perceived. perceivable, easily perceived entrapment. So what this means is no cycle is an assortment of different realities of life, but each one is its own specific cycle. Being on the physical realm, you are trapped within the cycles of the senses because you don't realize, because that's what you are perceiving at this moment. So each cycle will be entwined to what you perceive at the moment. And if you only perceive your five senses, like we all do, because we have lost, most of us have, we have lost the energy for the sixth sense in this world, which allows you to see beyond the five senses, which can break you away from sensible entrapment, because you won't perceive these cycles within your life until you realize them. And the only way to realize them is to go beyond the cycle you are in and the sensible entrapment that is keeping you there. Whatever you are perceiving at this moment, whatever the touch is that's keeping you there, whatever the thought is that's keeping you in that moment, whatever sensible entrapment is keeping you in that cycle is the step, that is the thing that you need to realize to break free from it. Then the hidden truth. This is the true answer that combines perpetual emotion and sensible entrapment into one. The hidden truth. The hidden truth is no cycle is the reaction of another. No cycle is the reaction of another, but a part of the universe in which the events that fall before influence the next. No cycle is the reaction of another, but a part of the universe in which the events that fall before influence the next. So this is the hidden truth. This is the truth of the universe. This is the key to the universe right here. Because if no energy can be created nor destroyed, then no cycle can be started nor stopped. So it is infinitely going. It will never end nor stop, because no matter can be trapped nor destroyed. Created nor destroyed, my bad. Then, if that's the case, sensible entrapment, whatever you perceive, whatever you realize as your truth, will trap you in that cycle. That is where you will go. And that is where your energy will be forced to, and you will help continue the universe, because all these cycles need to be done anyway, no matter what. They could become unbalanced, and that's why when they become unbalanced, then there has to be a reform, or there has to be a change in the thinking and the ideology of the population, because there's huge imbalances. That's why you will start to see more of a certain subject appear in the universe, because there's a huge imbalance within the cycles. So then once you see that the perpetual motion is going and you're in this sensible entrapment, that's when you can complete the hidden truth, because you can realize no cycle is the reaction of another, but a part of the universe in which the events that fall before influence the next. Stating basically, this present moment is what changes the universe. This right here, me talking right now. Then in 1,000 years, or in 10 years, or in 20 minutes, the person next that listens to this is changing their universe at that present moment. And then they can change their universe then, because no cycle is the reaction of another, but a part of the universe in which the events that fall before influence the next. So the past, that's why you see you can become entrapped in the past or the future. You never really see people living the present moment, or if you don't, is because they're already living it and you don't realize it, because that's the only time that matters. The past is already the past. It won't change. But if you live into it, that will immediately change your present moment, because you will be the past. And same with the future. If you are constantly on the future, then you will never be the present. You will always be the future idea. You will never make it to what you want in the present moment because you are focused on the future idea. So that's what you will become. The energy focused to the future idea, not the future idea becoming the present moment. And that's the true key. And this can go to anything in life. Let's think about right now. If no cycle is the reaction of another, but a part of a universe in which the events that fall before influence the next. Let's think of a very big event going on right now in this universe that's influencing the future. It doesn't matter about the past, but it's completely changing the present moment right now, right? Cryptocurrency, the regulations on this stuff. Now they're pushing it, and I'm not gonna say it. This is just an idea to show you how if you change the current idea and ideology, you can change the cycle and control the future. So they realizing that changing a complete monetary system to where they have complete control, even more, that's completely changing the cycle to a new standard beyond anything before. Let's think about Gaza's right now. They're fighting in this holy land, right? But they're completely hiding everything about this. They're destroying all the history of this land. Why do you think they're doing this? All this stuff about trying to make it peace and all this, that's all the facade. They are trying to change the cycle of history. They've been doing this for thousands of years. They've been destroying temples in Turkey, in Ukraine, all these countries that have these temples from 5,000 years ago, telling you about the cycles of the universe and the laws of the universe. They are destroying them. Why would they do that? To change history, to change the cycle right now. That's why. Because if you could change the cycle right now, then you control it. You control the future and the past. You get what I mean? You control now, you can control everything. Because there is no cycle that is the reaction of another. But it's just a part of the universe in which the events that fall before are influenced by the next. So whatever events happen now influence the next event. It doesn't matter if you focus on a past event, because it's not going to change anything. The only thing that will ever change anything is the present moment and what you do right now. So that's why I feel that this philosophical concept is something that needs to be shared with the world, because this will apply with your daily life, and this can change you right now. This could make you a billionaire, or it could make you a bum. Seriously, bro. And females, I don't care who's listening to this. Just know that I'm trying to share with y'all the truth of the universe through my journeys on the physical and the spiritual realm. And this is what they've told me. The energy forms told me, and I've experienced this through my own life. Right? Think of anything in your life. Think about the main things that have controlled your life. How many times have you gone through the same things? At least 3 times. At least 3 times. The biggest thing that has been a detriment to your life or a benefit to your life has been consistent probably at least 3 times, and you could probably picture those in your mind right now. That's because the cycle in which you are karmatically entwined to. And this doesn't mean if you are in a bad position, you are stuck here. That's what they want you to believe. That's why they are trying to change everything about the universe, but they can't. They want you to believe there's only one way to salvation. They want you to believe that even if you sin, that you are freed. That's not how it works. There's karmatic waves in this, pathways in this world. Cycles. Everything's a cycle. The pathways always go into a cycle. The energy always goes into a cycle. No matter what form it is, or what situation it is, time frame, whatever it is always a cycle, which your mental energy controls. Because your subconscious, when you are in these cycles, let's say you're in a cycle of lust, you will go, let's say you go all day and you only have one event of lust, but that one event of lust can ruin your entire day because you wasted your energy, your life force on the lust because you were obsessed in this cycle. Now you're thinking you're only doing this once in your time, while you're awake. What about when you're subconsciously sleeping? When you're sleeping, your subconscious is always going. It will always perceive what you perceive in the physical realm. So if you are in the cycle of lust in the physical realm, then you'll perceive that in your spiritual realm, and that will influence what you feel spiritually as well, and you will feed that karmatic energy to the universe. Like I said before, all these cycles need to be fed. It doesn't matter if it's a good or a bad cycle, because you can't have the good without the bad. So if you can't have true love without lust, you can't have good without bad, you can't have evil without prosperity, and you can't have poverty without prosperity. You can't have light without darkness. You can't have dirt without water. You know what I mean? You have to have both of these things to create it. So that's when you need to realize you are the controller of your universe. Start to think about the mental cycles that are controlling your life in this present moment right now. Make the change and remember these three. First, perpetual motion. For no matter can be created nor destroyed. Therefore, no cycle can be stopped nor started. Sensible entrapment. No cycle is an assortment of different realities of life, but each one is its own specific cycle. And the hidden truth. No cycle is the reaction of another, but a part of the universe in which the events that fall before influence the next. So I hope this can help y'all. I hope this will open your mind. Please comment. Let me know what you guys think of this. Let me hear some of your philosophical concepts that you may have came up with and you haven't shared yet. I just want to hear what y'all guys have to share. If you got this far, thank you for listening. I appreciate it, and we'll for sure have more talks about this and different philosophical concepts. We can talk about any ones. If you have any that you want to talk about, let me know. I've done a lot of research on different ones, so let me know as well. And I will see y'all soon. This was Mike at Chilling After Work. Peace out.